The power of distance in attraction. Have you ever felt like the harder you try, the more someone pulls away? You send thoughtful messages, check in regularly, and show you care. Yet somehow, it still never seems to be enough. The issue isn't in making an effort, it's in making too much of it. Here's the truth. Stepping back might be the most attractive move you can make. Picture this. You meet someone who captivates you. They're charismatic, intelligent, and exactly the kind of person you don't want to lose. So naturally, you go all in. You send good morning texts, share memes, ask about their day, and try to secure plans for the weekend. At first, everything seems great. Responses come quickly, and conversations flow. But over time, something shifts. Replies become sporadic. The enthusiasm fades. The once playful energy turns into short, polite responses, or worse, silence. What happened? Overattention created the opposite effect. Instead of making them feel special, it became overwhelming. Constant availability, no matter how well-intentioned, can send unintended signals. It might suggest a need for validation or a lack of other priorities. But let's be honest, would that level of attachment be appealing if the roles were reversed? Attraction thrives on a sense of purpose, independence, and unpredictability. When every conversation, plan, and moment of attention is given freely, it removes the element of mystery. It communicates, "You're my only focus," which, while romantic in movies, often has the opposite effect in real life. Why? Because people instinctively value what is earned over what is handed to them. Think about the excitement of achieving a hard-earned goal. Now, compare that to receiving something effortlessly. The satisfaction isn't the same, is it? The same principle applies to attraction. When attention is too easy to obtain, it loses its impact. When too much energy is given too soon, intrigue fades. The dynamic shifts from exciting to predictable. The chase ends before it even begins, leading to disinterest. And it's not about not being good enough. It's about the way attraction naturally works. To create value in presence, it must be balanced with absence. That's how interest is maintained, by making time, attention, and energy something worth earning. Why distance works. Attraction needs space to breathe, much like a fire. Oversaturating someone with attention can smother that spark, while just the right amount of distance allows it to grow. This is backed by psychological principles. The scarcity principle explains that people tend to desire what is rare or not easily accessible. Constant availability can lead to predictability, which often diminishes excitement. On the other hand, creating some space triggers curiosity. Another concept, the Zeigarnik effect, suggests that people are more likely to remember unfinished or interrupted tasks. When routine interactions are disrupted, such as suddenly skipping a usual goodnight text, it creates an open loop in the mind, making someone more likely to think about what's missing. Additionally, people tend to value what they fear losing. Consider how a lost item, whether it's a wallet, keys, or even a connection, suddenly feels more significant when it's gone. Similarly, when attention isn't guaranteed, it becomes more appreciated. This shift can lead to questions like, what if they lose interest? What if they move on? And that sense of uncertainty can reignite desire. Understanding and applying these dynamics can change the game. By allowing space, attraction has the room to grow, naturally, effortlessly, and powerfully. Let's set the record straight. Distance isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about reclaiming your space, your time, and your self-worth. When you focus on yourself, you naturally become more attractive. A full, exciting life draws people in, making them want to be part of it. That's the beauty of distance. It allows interest to develop naturally, without the need for chasing or overcompensating. But let's be clear. Giving space doesn't mean ghosting or ignoring messages for days. The key is balance. It's about showing that while you care, your happiness isn't dependent on someone else. You have your own priorities, ambitions, and identity, and when that confidence shines through, it's magnetic. Think of yourself as a rare vintage car. If it's parked on the street every day, easily accessible, it loses its mystique. But when it's only taken out on special occasions, curiosity grows. People start to wonder, what's the story behind it? What makes it unique? The same principle applies here. By giving space, you allow intrigue to build. You become someone worth discovering, rather than someone taken for granted. Now that you understand why distance is powerful, let's talk about how to apply it effectively, without pushing someone away for good. How to master the art of distance. Using distance effectively isn't about playing hard to get. It's about valuing yourself. It's about being the kind of person who doesn't just give time and energy away freely, but instead ensures it's earned and appreciated. Mastering this skill means developing habits that make you more confident, interesting, and attractive. Here's how. Step 1. Set boundaries. Boundaries are crucial, not just for others, but for yourself. Stop responding to every message instantly. You're not a customer support line. Take your time to reply, not to play games, but because you're genuinely engaged in your own life. And if someone calls last minute to hang out, don't always rearrange your schedule to be available. Instead say, "I'd love to, but I already have plans. Let's try another time." This subtly communicates that your time is valuable and should be respected. Step 2. Focus on your own life. This is a game changer. When you step back, you need to fill that space with something meaningful. A person with purpose is naturally attractive. What excites you? Whether it's hitting the gym, working on a side hustle, learning a new skill, or strengthening friendships, invest in yourself. When you're busy building a life you love, your energy shifts. You stop waiting for texts or wondering when you'll hear back, and that change, it's magnetic. Step 3. Stop over-explaining. A common mistake is over-explaining or over-apologizing. If you're unavailable, just say so. You don't owe anyone a detailed itinerary. Confidence is key. If you're tied up with something, keep it simple. "I'm busy right now, but let's catch up later." No need to justify or over-explain. Directness is respected. Step 4. Give space to be missed. Here's where the real shift happens. When you create space, you allow time for someone to miss you. Let them wonder why you haven't texted yet. Let curiosity build. And when they do reach out, be warm, be genuine, but don't drop everything instantly. Engage, enjoy the conversation, and then continue living your life. This balance of availability and distance keeps attraction alive. Step 5. Build mystery. Without games. Mystery isn't about being secretive or manipulative. It's about revealing yourself gradually. You don't have to share every detail of your life all at once. Allow people to discover who you are over time. Let conversations unfold naturally instead of oversharing too soon. Genuine intrigue isn't about hiding. It's about letting someone uncover the layers of your personality at their own pace. Mastering distance isn't about detachment. It's about self-respect. When you value yourself and your time, others will too. And that's what makes you truly magnetic. You want her to feel valued, but not like she's the center of your universe. When you strike that balance, you become the man she respects, desires, and can't stop thinking about. So here's my challenge for you. For the next week, take a step back. Focus on yourself, set boundaries, build that sense of intrigue, and let her come to you. And when she does, meet her with confidence, the kind that comes from knowing your worth. Don't overdo it now. Listen carefully. This part is crucial. Giving her space is a powerful tool, but like any tool, if misused, it can backfire. Some of you might hear this and think, "Got it. I'll just ignore her for a few days, go completely silent, and she'll come running back. But that's not how it works. There's a fine line between mystery and neglect, between creating space and seeming disinterested. Women are drawn to men who are confident, independent, and intriguing, not men who play games or act emotionally unavailable. If she reaches out and you deliberately ignore her just to prove a point, you're not showing confidence, you're showing immaturity. And trust me, immaturity is never attractive. Common mistakes men make when creating distance. Mistake number 1, the cold shoulder trap. One of the biggest mistakes guys make is overcorrecting. They go from being overly attentive to completely shutting her out. But that kind of extreme shift doesn't make her miss you. It makes her question your emotional stability. She'll start wondering, is he upset? Is he playing games? Does he even care anymore? Instead of drawing her closer, you'll push her away. Distance should feel natural, not like a punishment. Mistake number 2. Forced distance. The key to giving space is letting it happen naturally. If she texts you, don't deliberately wait hours to respond just to seem busy. Instead, reply when it makes sense for you. But don't drop everything to respond immediately. Likewise, if she wants to make plans and you're genuinely unavailable, let her know politely and suggest another time. Show her that you value her, but also that your time is important. Mistake number 3. No balance between distance and care distance only works if it's balanced with genuine interest. If you create space but never check in, never ask how she's doing, or never make her feel appreciated, she'll assume you've lost interest entirely. It's not about withholding affection. It's about making sure your affection is meaningful. Send a thoughtful message once in a while, offer a genuine compliment, and let her know she's on your mind, without overdoing it. Mistake number 4. Overplaying the distance card. If you overdo it, you risk coming across as manipulative or emotionally unavailable, both of which kill attraction. Women want to feel secure, even when there's space. If she senses you're pulling away to test her or make her chase you, she'll start associating you with stress and uncertainty. And when that happens, attraction fades quickly. So, before you decide to pull back, ask yourself, am I doing this to improve myself and create a healthy dynamic, or am I doing this to manipulate her into chasing me? If your intentions aren't authentic, she'll pick up on it. Women have a sixth sense for that. Use distance as a tool, not a weapon. When done right, giving space strengthens attraction, builds respect, and makes you more confident in yourself. But misuse it, and you risk losing both her trust and interest. Mastering this balance is what turns distance from a risky move into a true superpower.